Yo, what's up guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. Rimuru x Kenja no Deshi wo Nanoru Kenja by Yazu_U. Chapter 1. Dunboff. Mira meets Rimuru 3 days after the event with Clayman. Rimuru woke up in a foreign land with a different magic signature that he didn't know. This is enough proof to say that he was in another world. Rimuru explores and learns the land as he finds a way to return back. But that doesn't seem to be necessary after Raphael passed him a message from the being who sent him here. The being who did this also gave Rimuru the basic knowledge of this world. 2 days later, Rimuru was finding at least a small settlement or a road. He was completely lost. Then he decided to accelerate things as he dashes in great speed as he breaks the sound barrier. He found a city in a matter of minutes, city of Karanak. A place where the dead laid to rest, a city with history of having a monument built at its center to pray for the souls of the dead who lost their life at the previous Great War. Rimuru rejoiced after having to find a big city. Now he just hoped that he can get in smoothly. And so he did with the help of Raphael. Wow. This city is so lively, Rimuru said as he walks around the streets. Rimuru was happy to see a peaceful place like this. This is somewhat rare. A lot of different races can be seen, such as elf coexisting with humans. The buildings look sturdy and beautiful. This is just as what Rimuru dreams for his city of monster. Now the currency of this world. Wait, I don't have any money on me. Rimuru froze at this realization. Any way to get easy money, Raphael? Rimuru asks his lovely skill. Open double angle bracket, tie your hair in ponytail and act defenseless. While you do that, wait for some thugs to hit on you, then knock them down and take what they have. Easy as pie, close double angle bracket, Raphael said to Rimuru in her monotone robotic female face. Forget it. I regret ever asking you. Rimuru sat in a benek near the adventurer guilds. What to do? Rimuru was just staring at the sky blankly. There was a lot of people around near the adventurer guild. Can I at least register as an adventurer in here? I bet money is still needed for registration. Sigh. Rimuru was about to leave. That is when he didn't hear the cry of a boy calling for help. It was a little boy with violet hair. He was crying and pleading for help. He asked for someone to go with him in some labyrinth or dungeon. The adventurer he approached was refusing to his request. Rimuru approaches the boy, a silver white-haired beauty. Look at the crying child and Rimuru before going to the adventurer guild. She was mesmerized by the beauty of the silver blue-haired girl. Somehow, the both of them looks identical and had the same height. If it weren't for their hair and eye color, then people would have mistaken them for a twin. What's wrong, kid? Why are you crying? Rimuru asks the poor child. Hick, tears were flowing down his face. It's all right. Calm down first and tell me later what is it that you want. Rimuru calmed the boy down. Are you by any chance an adventurer? The boy asked. Unfortunately I'm not, but I'm strong, Rimuru exclaims. This lady is so nice, but I need an adventurer, the boy thought. The boy runs away from Rimuru. Why oh I. Rimuru, the people started gathering. There was a crowd in the plaza. Rimuru approaches the scene and saw a mud-made human zombie lying in the floor. Some knights came at the scene with a box. They lift the rotting body of the zombie. There were a lot of murmur about zombie appearing at the city, but they didn't cause any harm. They just wanders around aimlessly and dies later. After the knights have taken care of the zombie, the people around leaves until there are just 2 left. A silver-haired beauty and Rimuru in a distance. There can be seen a black-haired elf in a hurry. Huh? It's not there, elf. The elf and the white-haired beauty made eye contact. The elf charges towards the white-haired girl as she grabs her shoulder. H. Hey you. Were you here a moment ago? Did you see it? The elf asked in a desperate tone. I heard that a zombie appeared here. Rimuru approaches them. He went behind the elf as he watches the scene. The knights remove it a moment ago, the white-haired girl said, and you're standing where the zombie was lying. The elf was startled and took a step back and hits Rimuru accidentally in the nose with her elbow. Rimuru fell down on his butt. Oh ouchie. Rimuru rubs his nose where he was hit. Damn it. I said ouch again in a reflex. Pain nullification really are convenient, huh, Rimuru thought. The elf notices what she did and turns around to Rimuru. She quickly lowers down to her knees and started apologizing. Rimuru just gave her a smile and told her that it was fine. Well. Thank you for forgiving me, he. The elf laughed lightly as she scratches the back of her head. The elf turns towards the silver-haired girl who were looking at Rimuru strangely. Thank God it was already dealt wi. The elf noticed that the white-haired girl was dazed. Hello? The elf waved her hand to the girl's vision. The girl snaps back to reality. Her thoughts was cut and now looks at the elf. You're not a curious onlooker, Rimuru. This house belonged to a former member of my guild's fiancé. The elf said with a sad expression. He's called Thomas and is currently missing. But he is passionate about his work and the type to suddenly disappear when there is work to do. That is why I plan to protect his fiancé until he returns home. The elf suddenly brightened up. Did he withdraw from the guild? White-haired girl asked. Of course he is. He did that to be with his family, elf. The elf quickly runs away after the short talk. I'm sorry again and thank you. The elf shouts as she disappears from their view. Even though he's no longer a member of the guild, the girl said, referring to the person Thomas. Such a dutiful girl. Rimuru and the girl looks at each other. You are? The girl asks. My name is Rimuru Tempest, nice to meet you, Rimuru said with a bright smile. The white-haired girl smiles and reaches out her hand towards Rimuru. Well, Rimuru. I'm Meyer, nice to meet you, Mira introduces herself. Rimuru and Mira shakes hand. By the way, did you notice, Rimuru? Notice what? Mira. Rimuru then point out to his face and hers. Oh, you mean that? Yeah, Mira. People will probably mistake as for siblings, Rimuru. Ito. Can I ask for some money, Rimuru? Mira. Mira then gives Rimuru a few coins. Rimuru registers himself as an adventurer. When he put male as his gender on his form, everyone was shocked. **T, it's a trap. Extra 1. For real? Extra 2. Damn. I almost fall for that pretty guy. Extra 3. Rimuru somehow were happy at their expression. The registration was done, and since the receptionist refused to believe that he was a guy, his gender on the form was none. Rimuru gave the receptionist a hard time until they come to an agreement. Since she can't accept Rimuru being a guy, then just don't put any and he will update it soon when he has evidence of being a guy. But the receptionist's suspicion was raised. Evidence. Do you really need evidence for that? The receptionist thought as she gives a sharp glare at Rimuru. She looks at Rimuru's crotch. Rimuru noticed where she was looking and blushes. Your proof is down there, right? The receptionist asked with a malicious smile. Rimuru smiles nervously and gives up. Damn it. Just put none and done, Rimuru. Then he walks out of the guild. Damn. Talk about troubles, Rimuru. He walks away at the guild and saw a familiar back of someone. In an alley where no one was around. Mira was down to her knees with the things she bought. Besides her was a transparent game-like inventory that you can see in games. Rimuru was surprised to see something like that. He quickly dashes forward to examine the transparent panel. Mira can be seen putting her things inside the inventory. Wooowww. Rimuru couldn't control himself, quickly approaches the screen. Mira was startled by the voice. She turns around and saw Rimuru approaching her in fast speed. What the hell is this? It's like something that came out from a game. Rimuru spoke as he pointed his finger at the screen. Wait. Game? Mira shocked hearing the word from Rimuru. Are you also from Earth? Mira. Rimuru's curious and excited look was replaced by a confused look. Same for Mira. Rimuru. Mira. Both of them. Then they happily reintroduced themselves as well as tell about the game which Rimuru didn't know. Mira thought that Rimuru was reincarnated. Well, it's true, but not in this world. Anyway, they're happy to meet a fellow Japanese. Mira couldn't say to Rimuru about her being a guy at first. It was embarrassing for her. Luminaria already played with her enough and she didn't want to have another one. The both of them were happy Rimuru didn't said anything about the Cardinal World and his origin, since it will be a problem if people found that he was a monster and a demon lord. Numberless, the monster and demon of this world were evil by nature. Now Rimuru have to be careful around to protect his identity as a human so that he wouldn't be hunted down. That being said, you reincarnated as a beauty, huh, Mira? Sorry to pop your bubble, but I'm actually a guy. Rimuru. No way. That can't be true. That face have to be a sin, right? Mira said with a surprised face. Unfortunately I am. And no, this is not a sin, Rimuru said with a smile and was actually enjoying Mira's reaction. This is good. This is fun. I think I might get addicted to this, Rimuru thought. Mira refuses to believe she muster every strength she had and grabs Rimuru's crotch. Rimuru was shocked. RRGGHHHH, Rimuru screams. Mira squeezes Rimuru's crotch only to touch nothing. She removes her arm to Rimuru with a smile. Kukakukuku. You can't fool me, little girl, Mira said with a smile of victory. Miara. Rimuru shouts. Why didn't you warn me that she was about to make a move, Raphael? Rimuru shouts on his mind. Open double angle bracket. No hostility was detected. Close double angle bracket. Raphael. Rimuru let out a frustrated sigh. Time have passed and the two of them somehow gotten close, though Rimuru was still mad from her action. Mira explains Rimuru why she was out on a journey. Rimuru decided to stick with her because he thought things will be interesting if he was with her. The two of them were walking in the street as they look at the building. Mira was holding her guild card with a girlish design. Ho! Are you a magical girl? Rimuru said teasingly. Mira blushes. Shoo, shut up. I didn't even ask for this, Mira retorts. Mira pouted and Rimuru was smiling happily. Thud. A kid bumps behind Mira. Uif, kid, Mira. Rimuru catches the kid to prevent him from falling. Whoa there. Be careful, kid. Rimuru, what was that? Mira turns around and saw Rimuru holding the boy who bumped into her. The boy was crying. His eyes was teary. I am sorry, the boy said. The boy gets up from Rimuru's grasp and stands straight as he looked down to the ground. Are you all right, kid? Hurt anywhere? Mira. The boy looks towards the voice and saw Mira's adventurer guild card. This lady is a rank C adventurer, the boy thought. The boy was about to say something but was interrupted by another. The elf from before goes towards the kid and saw two familiar faces. Oh, it's you from earlier. Are you all right, elf? Earlier? Rimuru said while rubbing his nose. Do you know this child? Mira asked the elf. Yeah. I refused an unreasonable quest of his, the elf stated. Miss. I beg you. The boy clenches his fist. Please take me to Nebrapolis. Rimuru, Mira and the elf look at the boy with different expression. The elf was pity. Mira had her serious look. Rimuru confused since he didn't know that place. Mira. An unreasonably quest, right? Taking a child to a C-rank dungeon is a bit, the elf said as she scratches her right cheeks. Tell me your reason, Mira asked the boy. Wah. The elf was surprised to hear Mira's words. The boy was also surprised. Rimuru decided to keep quiet. Even his skill Raphael doesn't hold that lot of knowledge of this world. I want to see my parents, the boy said. My parents was an adventurer, but recently someone from the guild came to me and told me that they have been missing thus far, but THATVTHEY are dead. Rimuru looks at the boy with pity. When someone from the guild takes on a request and hasn't heard a single word after 5 years, they're considered dead, elf. I heard that there was a mirror that lets you communicate with the dead. The mirror of Anho. Even if it was just a glance. I wanted to see my parent again, the kid said as he pleads for help. I see. So that's how it is. I don't mind. We were planning on going in there anyway. I'll take you along, Mira. The boy stopped crying. His crying face was replaced with a smile and hope. Thank you very much. My name is Tact. Wah. What, you can't be serious. You're raking things too lightly. It's too reckless, elf. It's a one thing if you're going to form a party of C-rank adventurer B. The elf words was cut by Rimuru. Shush. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't underestimate us. Rimuru the elf saw Rimuru's guild card. I don't want to hear that from a class F. The elf said. Anyway, if the elf word was then again got cut, but it was Mira. It's just a matter of me protecting him, right? Mira the elf notices Myra's confident smile and expression. How can you say things like that so lightly? Fine, I understand. Then I'm coming with you. I am Amela, a senior adventurer. The elf introduces herself.